Hey guys, what is up? So apparently, for the past like 10 minutes, I've been sitting here talking to myself. The camera wasn't cut on, nor was the remote. I was like, I had just caught a glimpse of my remote, and I was looking at it, and it wasn't blinking or anything. I was like, what the hell? So I kept looking, and it didn't blink any, and it wasn't even blinking green or red. So I glanced down at the helmet, the camera, I mean, and noticed it wasn't even cut on either. So yeah. So I want to make a just a little quick video. I'm on the way to jiu-jitsu class, but I feel like shit today, honestly, because the pollen and everything. I've taken I've taken some allergy pills and stuff like that, but I'm telling you, it is horrible today. It's every time I pass somebody, a cop comes around the corner every single time. Like I know as soon as I pass somebody, the next corner there's gonna be a freaking cop sitting right there. But anyway, so yeah, like today. I go outside and what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was cleaning up my fishing gear and everything. And I go inside for just like 5 minutes to get my phone and change out of pants. When I come back out, there's like, it looks like an inch of pollen is laying on top of all the gear I was cleaning. So it's horrible today. But at least it feels nice. I mean, it's like, it's close to 80 today. So hopefully it'll stay this way, that, you know, like spring is finally coming. But anyways, so yeah, I didn't get to make much of a video yesterday because my battery run dead. I didn't even think about charging it. I used it 2 days in a row and didn't even think about charging it. So it's charged now. I charged it overnight. Well, I didn't charge it overnight. I left it on the charge overnight, but hopefully it won't die on me again. So the video, I mean not the video, the movie was freaking awesome. I'm gonna go. Damn bugs splattered all the way across my shield. Now, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and warn you now. If you haven't seen the movie and you want to, go ahead and shut the video off. This is probably all I'm going to be talking about the whole way there. If it's not, and I actually talk about other stuff later, I'll put a time where you can skip. But anyways, so if you don't want to know, if you don't want the movie spoiled, shut the video off right now. First of all, if you've seen the original Evil Dead, you'll know it's kind of comical, right? I mean, Bruce Campbell is the funniest man. Just looking at him, I start laughing. Well, also you would know that at the end of the movie, the demon or spirit or whatever the fuck it is got inside of his hand and he cut it off with a chainsaw, right? So, and that's how like the video games and all that shit was, had the chainsaw as his hand, right? Well, in this one, it stayed pretty much the same as the original, except they weren't just going away for a little retreat or anything just to have fun. They were actually going because the guy that was, I guess, supposed to be Bruce Campbell, his sister was a drug addict. She was like, I think, on coke or something like that. And so they were there to try to get her sober. And damn, bugs are all over my shield. So she's outside one time, like freaking out. She's walking in circles, and then comes back in because she saw somebody in the woods. And when she comes back in, they're saying, you know, we're not going because you're not sober yet. You've done this before. Like they talked about how she had OD'd before and stuff like that. And so she ends up stealing the car keys, and nobody fucking notices. And she goes and gets in the car and takes off. Well, she fucking wrecks because there's somebody standing in the middle of the road, which there wasn't, but she wrecks the car, and then that's where, like, when she gets out, that's where the tree basically rapes her, like in the original. They had it similar to that, except they had an actual person standing there, like a girl, who like puked up the root or whatever that got inside of her. So then they find her, patch her up and all, and she says, you know, she does that freak out where she's like, there's something in here, we got to get out, blah blah blah. And so then she comes walking out and says, you know, you're all going to die tonight, with a shotgun in her hand, and shoots her fucking brother right in the arm with a 12 gauge shotgun. First of all, if you get shot with a fucking 12 gauge at point blank range with anything other than like bird shot, like with some scatter bullets, whatever it hit is going to be fucking gone. So this guy's got this little scratch on his fucking arm. I'm like, okay, bullshit. Anyways, so they end up getting the gun from her, and she like pukes all over this one girl, and they throw her down in the basement and lock her up, right? And the girl that she puked on goes to the bathroom to clean up and all that, and in the mirror she sees a girl with like her face that is completely cut off and shit, and it's her, but you can't really tell it's her. And so then the mirror explodes, and she starts just slicing at her fucking face. I did miss one part. They didn't start this one like they did the original, where it just fucking started, and there was like some person discovered the book. This one, they had performed a ritual down in the basement with the book, and the spirit was in the girl, and they had like burned her and shot her with a shotgun. So I did miss that part, my bad. So anyways, going back to that, so the girl cuts her face off, then some other guy, the guy that like was reading the book, he goes in there to check on her. She fucking stabs him in the chest, like he backs up real fast, falls, and can't get back up, so she stabs him in the chest with a fucking piece of glass, the one that she was cutting her face with. Then she stabs him like 40 times in the face with like a surgical needle, like a syringe, and he knocks her back, she knocks herself out, and he like pulls the needle out of his eye, which was pretty cool. Then she comes at him again, and he hits her in the fucking head like 40 times with a piece of zinc. So like slowly, one by one, they start dying. Like the girlfriend of the guy, she cuts her arm off with a like a ham slicer thing, like one of those things that the electrical knives that you cut ham or whatever, or turkey with. She cuts her fucking arm off with it, and she ends up shooting herself with like a nail gun in the face, but shooting everybody else with it, and they end up killing her. And it's like everybody fucking dies except the girl that got possessed in the first place. She fucking lives, and actually her arm is the one that gets chopped off at the end. So they like switch the roles from a guy to a girl, being Bruce Campbell, and like a truck falls over on top of her arm, and she just rips it the fuck off. So I'm like, what the fuck? They completely took the premise of Evil Dead, changed it up, and even switched the characters around. It was a good movie, yes, but it was not Evil Dead. It wasn't what the original Evil Dead was, but it was a good movie. So anyways, Ow, bug just hit me right in the chest. So I don't know if I'll be staying up here. I feel like shit, like I told you guys before. I'm only coming up here because one of my students from my Aikido, my other dojo, said that they wanted to try it out. So they said they would be up here. If they're not here, I'm going the fuck home. So this may be just like a round trip, basically. Which is fine. It feels great today. So then tomorrow I'll be going back up, seeing my girlfriend again. But I don't know if I'll be riding the bike or not. It depends on what all we're doing. And then Wednesday I'll be going fishing, which I know I said that was today, but I actually went out and bought a rifle today that I saw it was on sale, and I've been wanting it. It's a Remington 770. I've been wanting it for, like, I don't know, as long as I can freaking remember. So I went out, I saw it was on sale, and so I went out and, sorry, there's a bug in here. I went out and bought it today. So I spent all day filling out the paperwork and doing that shit. So it's a sweet gun, man, and it looks beautiful next to my handgun, which is a M&P Smith & Wesson M&P 357. Oh God, that's sweet. But anyways, let me get over here. Anyways, I was doing that today, and so I decided I'd wait until Wednesday to go, because Wednesday is supposed to actually be warmer, and I'll actually be able to have more people going with me. But anyways, I'm not sure if I'll film after this. If I do, it'll be linked in. If not, thanks for watching, guys. So I didn't stay at jiu-jitsu, but I went to my wrestling coach's house, which is not too far from the jiu-jitsu dojo. But we're standing there talking. You know, every time you go anywhere near my wrestling coach, you're going to be doing wrestling. He's really good at what he does, and he really just loves it to the core. But you know, if you go anywhere near him, that you better be prepared to do wrestling, and you better be prepared to talk a lot. But he's a good guy. So, but anyway, so we're standing in the front yard, just talking, and I'm getting ready to leave, and this car goes by in this neighborhood, hits a sewer drain that's in the sidewalk, jumps up onto the curb, and fucking just swerves out of control. So we stand there for a couple minutes. The girl gets out. You hear her talking to someone to stop, and she's fine. And so we're just sitting there, and I end up getting on my bike, and I'm starting to leave, and I'm starting to pass her. So I stopped and asked if she was okay, and she said she's fine, but the car, when she starts to drive it won't go straight. She said the tire's doing something weird. So I was like, okay, well, I went over there and looked at it, and not only did she break the lug nuts on the car, but she also broke the axle. And so I told her, you know, this car's not going anywhere. It's here. You know, I asked if she lived nearby, and she actually lived like four houses down from where she had hit the curb at. So I was like, okay, well, I walked her down there and talked to her mother, that she was like probably 19, 20. And so I talked to her mom for a little bit and told her, you know, what happened, and told them, you know, what they're going to have to do is just get if they can't tow it, they're gonna have to get someone, if they can't like tow it themselves, they're gonna get a tow truck over there and drag it over to their house or to their mechanic, and they're gonna have to get their axles, the front end worked on, like the axles replaced, stuff like that. The mom starts crying, just hysterical. Oh my God, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And I understand, but if she was like hugging me, crying and stuff, I'm like, oh, I don't know you, and I'm kind of a germaphobe, so yeah, no. But it was real sad. But luckily the girl is not hurt. She's okay. A car can be replaced, a person cannot. So that's why I told her at least be happy because of that. But yeah, it's been an interesting night. The first thing that my wrestling coach does, as soon as he sees me, he goes, "Hey buddy, let's work some takedowns." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Yeah, sure, I'm not in fucking blue jeans or anything. Let's just go ahead and do it. I'll have a singlet with me, so yeah." So then we work on a couple takedowns. He goes, "Well, hey, while we're here, while I got you here, why don't you show me a couple knife takeaways?" And I was like, "Oh, okay, it's not that simple, but okay, yeah, we'll work on that." Show him a couple of those, and he's like, "Okay, let me show you this one." It's like, oh my God, Steve. He's real fun to be around though. He's a trip. You know what's funny is this same spot before, I passed somebody right here before. This bitch is gonna ride with her fucking bright lights on behind me, so okay. That's cool. Yeah, fuck you. Fucking bitch. Anyway, sorry. Maybe you couldn't see that. I had to shoot a bird. But yeah. So, had a little impromptu wrestling practice. What the hell is this guy doing? He waits until I get up here to start moving. So anyways. So you know what? It's funny. It's like, oh shit, I don't even know what time it is. It's whatever time, and I mean, you can see it's dark, but it still feels like it's in the 70s. It feels amazing out here. Because before it was getting to that point where it was like, this is, I need a glass of water. But now it's real comfortable outside. I'm wearing just a little light. Well, I'm not wearing a light jacket, but it's open. I've just got a t-shirt on under it, so it's beautiful weather. I'm starting to love it out here. But yeah, anyways, it's been an interesting night. Hopefully I'll be able to just go home and go to sleep. 'Cause I am freaking tired. Wrestling, because I'm about 5'11", 155 pounds. I'm no big guy at all. My wrestling coach is like 6'2", about 265 pounds, and he expects me to throw him and to take him down the way he takes me down. And I do, because I've trained with him for over a year now, and he has shown me a lot of stuff and helped me so much. And it's a great feeling to know that I can I do what he tells me and it works, no matter how big the guy is. And then I'll go at tournaments or anything, I'll go with guys my size and just fucking fling them around. Just like it's amazing how easy it is to wrestle with a lot of these guys, because of my coach. And like I said, he really has helped me a lot. Because before I met him about a year ago, maybe a little bit over a year, before I met him, I had never done any groundwork at all. And the first thing he ever did to me, and I don't know if you guys are, if any of you are wrestlers or know anything about wrestling, but the first thing he did to me was a chalice and broke my thumb. First thing he did was did a chalice and it broke my thumb on my right hand. Then a couple weeks later, after it had gotten better, he did it again and broke the thumb on the other hand. And so after that, I was like, it kind of got me interested, because I was like, okay, this guy's throwing me around this easy and he's hurting me this easy. I want to be able to do that. So I started doing that. Then we went to a jiu-jitsu class. 2 months after being at jiu-jitsu, I went to the NAGA, North American Grappling Association tournament, and won, again, after 2 months being with them, won 3rd place overall in my division. So it, you know, and I should have won 1st place, but the guy that I wrestled to get to 1st place, or to compete for 1st place, cheated a lot, actually. And I'm not saying that to make myself feel better. I contacted the association and they even said the same thing, but they can't change the ruling. But anyways, guys, I appreciate you watching and listening to me ramble. So thanks for watching the video, guys. Whoa! And I still wake up. Some nights I wish I should have my bed. Some nights I